Bum, bum, bum. 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 Hi, my name is Jen, and I help people remember who they are and see their potential. Today, as part of Aaron Doughty's 21-day magnetic love challenge, which I gave myself as a birthday gift while I was in an abusive relationship. About the craziest thing someone could do, right? Oh, there's crazier. We just did a funeral ceremony for my dad. Yeah, and I'm going to piece that together for you guys, and you'll really want to stay tuned throughout all of it, because I'm going to sing, and there'll always be music. Always, always. And nature. And floating on. But if you'll do me a favor, please hit the like and subscribe button. This is how small businesses are able to grow, and it helps our SEO, so more people will see us. So if you enjoy the content and the free service that I'm providing you here, then hit that like and subscribe and comment button, baby. Share it with your friends. It's a little shameless self-promotion, but you probably don't know what it takes for small businesses to grow, and because I've been doing that now for 3 years now, I guess. I can't remember. I'm not so well in the past, but I'm learning. I'm a quick learner. So, yeah, hit the like and subscribe, please. Please, pretty please. Sugar on top. Really appreciate it. That way I can keep making content for you guys and coach you and, give you kick-ass content, because I don't think there's anybody else that has anything like this, because I certainly didn't think about this until earlier today. It just kind of flowed and happened. Life can be that way. Magic. I got the magic in me. Nope, you'll have to listen to the rest of the music to see if it's there. Yeah. When I was 18, my dad committed suicide, and I think I checked out emotionally for myself at that point, and I might have before then, because he had been sick for a while, and I used to beg him to stop smoking. Like, Daddy, I don't want anything else for my birthday. Would you please stop smoking? Here, smoke 3 packs a day, can't golden lights. And he could never stop. And, he was in Vietnam, and he wanted to be a pilot, and I have this little homage boat, kind of like Viking sort of send off for him, because this is his funeral that I didn't get to plan, so I'm doing it now. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the robe and crown? Good Lord, show me the way. It took me until today to realize my dad, we used to go fishing in the Outer Banks, and God, he would fish, but no one would swim with me. Like, my mom didn't want to get her hair wet because it's blonde. Oh my God, I get my hair wet. But, I'm really red, but it's like the most wonderful sun I've had ever, and it's the coolest place. I love it here. But yeah, water's a conduit too. Into the metaphysical shit. That's why I like wet grass. My friend Avery, one time was having a really rough time. She's like, you should go jump in grass in the puddles. Since your ankle, maybe not, but yeah. So I just went and grounded in wet grass. Kind of breaks a little bit of the connection, I guess. For a while, it's peaceful. Float on. When I was 18, my dad committed suicide, and I think I checked out emotionally for myself at that point, and I might have before then, because he had been sick for a while, and I used to beg him to stop smoking. Like, Daddy, I don't want anything else for my birthday. Would you please stop smoking? Here, smoke 3 packs a day, can't golden lights. And he could never stop. And, you know, he was in Vietnam, and he wanted to be a pilot, and I have this little homage boat, kind of like Viking sort of send-off for him, because this is his funeral that I didn't get to plan, so I'm doing it now. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the robe and crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Oh, brother, let's go down. Come on down. Don't you wanna go down? Come on, brother, let's... At his funeral, I remember them doing the gun salute, and just the shaking through my body with each of them. And I've handled handguns before and shot rifles and crazy ass ex that had a armory that is, thank God, on the other side of the country. But yeah, I can't think of a way to do that. Just wanted to mention it. That was part of it, and I think he would have liked that. It took my relatives like almost 2 decades to get a headstone. He just had a military headstone, and that's why I pushed for so long. I was like, I held on for so long. Maybe probably why I went back to North Carolina where his grave was, but I didn't want to carry that shit with me anymore, and I left most of the pictures and everything. I left them with my exes, and I haven't had contact with any of my relatives because, you know what, fuck it. He was there for all of them. He was a flawed man, but he was kind and gentle, and he taught me to love nature and the water. So I get to give this. This is his funeral. It's like the old one is gone. My Uncle Matt gave the eulogy. I didn't speak, so like I don't have my trumpet now, so I'm singing, and I did a tap when I could remember it. I can't think of others but their songs, so here we go. Take it easy, take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels make you crazy. Lighten up while you still can. Don't even try to understand. I can't remember the words that go right here, so take it easy. I've been standing on the corner of Winslow, Arizona, such a fine sight to see. It's a girl, my lord, in a flatbed Ford, slowing down to take a look at me. Come on, baby, don't say maybe. I gotta know that your sweet love is gonna save me. Mockingbird, you mocking me, am I mocking you? Mockingbird, doors of perception, you know it's true. Mockingbird, I will. Ain't it good to know that you got a friend? When people can be so cold, they'll hurt you and desert you. They'll take your soul if you let them. Oh yeah, but don't you let them. So he's a friend to many people. He helped a lot of people that would never be able to pay him back. He was a lay leader for a church when after he got sick. My whole high school career got kind of uprooted. I found out I got saved at a Baptist day at Carowinds, and I came home and, Jen, your dad has cancer. Okay. I started high school the same day he started chemo. And it was a horrific journey. And I didn't have the support I needed. And I turned to my faith a lot. There were people around that were always... I didn't have a healthy body image for a long time because I had, had this aunt and her 2 little belle of the ball ballerina daughters. One of them in particular told me I looked like a boy. I had an older brother. I liked wearing flannel. I liked skateboarding. So I think she's jealous. She couldn't ice skate. I took her once, and that's the only time she went. She went with one of my lessons. I'm like, I'm sticking with ice skating, girl. You can't. And I did karate and things like that too. I liked hanging out with the boys because well, like doing stuff like that, being outdoors. And I forgot that for a long time just because of the asshats that I was with. And part of that's because of my dad, and I forgive him. But I wrote down a lot of nasty stuff to him and all the other male role models in my life that kind of left me. And, you know, I got to watch my cousins at their weddings dancing with their dads and realizing I won't have that. But then something said, you know what? I think that I have people around in my life now that would be happy to step up to the plate for that. I met a cool pastor today that's a really good example of what can be done with a life, and the church was really welcoming. And I missed that. And my friends that went with me, they needed that too. So I'm so grateful. And Wayne Dyer, I feel like he's soul family and ascended master, but like he used to talk about his daughter and how butterflies and things, they just come to her, and they always have for me. And when I was in some of the darkest times of my life, I just listened to him for hours and hours, and I couldn't sleep. I had ridiculous insomnia and a really shitty, scary trauma situation, but I got out. Thank God for that.
Men don't know how to work anymore.
Amen.
You got to work if you want God's blessing.
Amen.
Yes.
People are going nuts because nobody wants to work. They'd rather sit back and collect unemployment. Read God's word. It says you will eat the fruit of your labor. Now, I want you to understand.
I kind of feel like it's super remarkable for me to be sitting here and kind of doing it at my father's funeral pyre, and I'm singing love songs. So take that as you will. Just count it all joy. I mean, I needed this, and I didn't even know that until today. And all of the things that kind of flowed together, the friends that just mentioned a church. I'm like, oh, that place sounds cool, let's do it. She kept me accountable, and we needed out of that house real bad today. So yeah, I went to Starbucks and I wrote all this down, and I made a little boat out of all the notes to Voldemort. I swear to God, that's what I used to call my ex-husband. He was Voldemort. For all of those people, for all of them, yeah, I wrote down a lot of names and little symbolic things. I took pictures of them. So I'll have that, but I don't need the shit with me anymore. And I found some, I can't remember the kind of tree, but it looks like it's going to make a pretty cool boat. Just letting go. And letting go, not just of Tim, but and all the pain, but just of some of the bad female role models. So like my aunt, really, she's okay, so in the South, you have debutantes. There are honest-to-God debutantes that have debutante balls. 2 of my cousins have done this. I thought it was a load of horse shit. Honestly, why the hell do I want to put on a white dress and walk downstairs so fellas can say, hello, she's open for business? I mean, that's bullshit. I'm not a piece of property. So, just my aunt was really into this antiquated system, and I'm just like, fuck that. Like, I never really appreciated that, and she's the one that will give me the up and down look. You know what that look is, ladies. Like, just giving you an examination of your outfit as if, and she's done that to me my whole life, and it's shitty, and I forgive her and I love her, but also her husband that was a sweet gentleman with music, again, the music man that played the guitar and played bluegrass music and stuff. He didn't have to let her do that. He could have stood up and said, you know, I'm not saying her name, you could have made the girls, you know, you could have made it easier on them and not force them like your mother forced you, like my grandmother Virginia did. Because that's what she did after my aunt married in a way that wasn't perceived as well. And people are probably going to be pissed off, but I don't fucking care. It's our story. This is how we break it. Bring it to light. Yeah. California girls were unforgettable. Fine, fresh, fierce, we got it unlocked. Sun-kissed skin so hot, mojo popsicle. I couldn't decide what to wear first. I was going to wear a dress, and I'm like, you know what? I have a really big-ass Pink Floyd t-shirt that I bought in Alabama when I fled my abuser, and I'm gonna wear that because my dad used to talk about, you can't have any pudding if you don't eat your meat. We don't need no education. We don't need no thought control. No dark sarcasm in the classroom. Teach us, leave them kids alone. I'm breaking the wall. So, yeah. Figure I'd do that and take the little boatie for a swim. Okay. I'm gonna do a little ceremony. I couldn't find a lighter, but I found like my resins and things like that. I did something similar on summer solstice. Yeah, highly esoteric. I don't give a shit. It helps, and it helps clear the energy. And my friend Ed Abriti told me about it, so I'm gonna do that. So I don't have anything to burn the resin on, but I just went ahead and put the rose petals and the different herbs that I have acquired, and can't light the Palo Santo to clear the air, but you know, water is a pretty good conduit and clarifying. I think that's why I need to get into the water. But I've got frankincense and myrrh and benzoin resin, and they all have meanings. So my relatives in North Carolina would probably be like, oh, bitch! I don't fucking care. But I figured it's really hot outside, and the bark will be just the thing for the resin to melt on, and rose petals for love. Yeah. There are stars in the southern sky, southward as you go. There is moonlight and moss in the trees, down the 7 bridges roll. I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. Fire away, ricochet, you take your aim. Fire away, shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. Shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. Only place you get resin like benzoin and frankincense and myrrh to melt in the hot ass Texas sun. Yeah, there you go, old man. Float on. There are stars in the southern sky, southward as you go. There is the taste of time, sweet and honey, down the 7 bridges roll. Sometimes there's a part of me has to come here and go, running like a child from these warm stars, down the 7 bridges roll. It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. I don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. If I were a sculptor, but then again, no, or a man who makes potions and a traveling show. But the funny thing is, what I really need, yours are the sweetest eyes I've ever seen, and you can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words. How wonderful life is now you're in the world. Well, you done me and you bet I felt it. I tried to be chill, but you so hot that I melted. I fell right through the cracks. Now I'm trying to get back. Before the cool done run out, I'll be giving it my bestest, and nothing's gonna stop me but divine intervention. I reckon it's again my turn to win some or learn some, but I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm yours, and no need to complicate our time, and we wasted so much of it is short. This is our fate. I'm yours. Open up your mind and see like me. Open up your plans and damn, you're free. Look into your heart and you'll find love, 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 love. Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. You took the midnight train going anywhere. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard. Their shadows searching in the night. Streetlight people willing just to find emotion hiding somewhere in the night. When you're down and troubled and you need a helping hand, and nothing, oh nothing is going right, keep your head together and soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest night. Okay, that's freedom there. Carry on, old man. Carry on. Float on. Cross the river Styx. You don't have to stay around here anymore. Just go. Go to your next life. Go in love and light and peace. I'm fine without you. I'm floating on myself. Man, this is weird and cool and beautiful. Lots of people had to find a secluded spot. Apparently, I look like a local because he asked me if a lot of people came down this way. I'm like, I don't know. Sure, yeah, absolutely. I saw a lot of people, so I came down. He's like, this is a really nice spot. I'll be done with it in a second. Okay, sir. Let me say. Adaptable. Come a chameleon. Thank you guys for sticking around. Always appreciate everybody that sticks around to the end. It means such a great deal to me. And again, hit like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. You know, if you have had a loss. I lost my dad to suicide when I was 18. So maybe you lost someone too. And how did you cope? Did you let go? What's holding you back? Because I've done some crazy things lately to let go and feel pretty unfuckwithable. So that's pretty freeing, goddamn awesome thing. And yeah, I just said goddamn and I went to church this morning, but I don't really think that that word is necessarily bad. I think it's a symbol that we give meaning to. So, ooh, this little moss thingy floating by. Bloop. Oh, can't see it. Bloop. Is it this way? Nope, I'm not doing it right. Oh well. But anyways, like, subscribe so you can keep up to date. I also have an Instagram, and you can check me out at authenticallyjen36. And I have WordPress called Chasing Butterflies, which is ironic because, well, they chase me now. I see butterflies and dragonflies all the time, and this place is just magic. Magic. Find your own Canaan. That's a biblical reference. You can give it a Google. That's worth a Google. Alright guys, thanks so much. Much love. My gift is my song, and this one's for you. And you can tell everybody this is your song. hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is. Now you're in the world.